Good morning. My name is Sandy Hermish. I live on 3300 West Princeton Road, House. My concern is with the decommissioning plan for the Panama Energy Center submitted with the special permit application number 24036. On page 3 of this plan, it states they will use an appropriately licensed disposal facility for decommissioning the PV modules or the solar panels. For this project, they said they assume they're going to use Clean Lights Recycling Facility in Lakeville, Minnesota. On page 5, the financial resources for this plan shall be in the form of a surety bond or a letter of credit. On page 6, it states the owner of a large solar facility shall provide decommissioning cost guarantee no later than the 15th year of operation. So we're giving them 15 years of free work, of being there without giving us guarantee. On page 7, special permit number 24036 in the Lincoln Lancaster Planning Commission special report, you state that a surety bond is not required at this time due to the high salvage value reported on the decommissioning estimate. Page 8, Exhibit A on the decommissioning estimate per forma, it says, this plan estimate submitted by NextEra shows a salvage value of $75,980,486 for recycling these solar panels. I contacted Steve Kimmel. He's the president and facility manager of the Clean Lights Recycling Facility in Lakeville, Minnesota, who NextEra has said in their report that they could use. He says there's no salvage value in these solar panels. In fact, he estimates that the 704,700 solar panels would cost us, the county, $35 million to recycle at today's cost. That's a huge discrepancy. That's a difference of $111 million on just one of the items they listed as having salvage value. To double check my facts, I've contacted several other recycling facilities and researched the average decommissioning costs for solar panels. One article written just this August 2024 by Green Clean Solar says, on the average, decommissioning a solar site on the average would be $368,000 per megawatt for ground-mounted PV systems. Panama Energy Center will have a 304 megawatt facility. That would cost over $111 million to commission right now. I've contacted several other solar recycling facilities. One is We Recycle out of Phoenix, Arizona. They do business with NextEra, but would not answer one question. They said their job would be in jeopardy if he gave me facts that weren't correlated with them. I contacted Intero. I contacted Solar Cycle, which Scottsbluff used. None of these places, Go Green Solar, none of them give you a value for these solar panels. Everyone has a different idea on what they're going to cost. I feel the board needs to address these discrepancies in the decommissioning estimates. At the very least, you need to make sure that the Lancaster residents are protected, and we have a cost guarantee in place of day one. Just on another note, I just want to make it a little personal. Krista, I notice you have 10 grandchildren. I'm sure they're a big part of your life. I also have 10 grandkids. Every summer, we have 18 acres right next to this solar farm. Every summer, I have 10 of my grandkids come for weeks at a time, and we have cousin camp. We're outside, we're playing games, we're doing all kinds of things in the trees. Do you want me to have my cousin camp across from 100 huge lithium batteries? I'm going to be 100 feet away from them. And there's going to be 704,000 solar panels across from my property. That is not what I want for my children and my grandchildren. I really think you guys need to do due diligence and find out, if you do approve this, that they have, in fact, a sworn statement on where these panels are going to go and what they're going to get for them. In 15 years, if we don't have a guarantee, if this goes out of business, we could be looking at a solar site that's non-existent. It's just all these crap.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any questions? I'm a little upset.
You handled it
Sorry.
well. You handled it very well, let me just say. I do appreciate you're shining a light on this, and, you know, they will be back, and we'll follow up with that. So.
Well, the decommissioning cost is huge. That's what they're using to get away with waiting 15 years. They're saying they're having this huge net profit in it, but it's not. Over 40,000. I mean, you guys need to do your due diligence, because these solar panels, and that's just touching the solar panels.
Yep.
You look into the BES equipment, those cost about $3.78 a pound to recycle. So we haven't even touched on the other stuff there.
Thank you, Sandy.
The next